I think it's recording.
Recording.
Okay, so you want to start?
Yeah. Okay, so I wrote down like her call and response. And one thing, okay, so when I wrote that down, it was at the part where she would ask a question and like all of her students would like answer at one time. And do you remember that part of the video? It was right
Yeah.
away. And
Yeah, there was a couple times that happened.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
didn't really like that. So I guess when we're supposed to like talk about like a practice that like you challenge, I
Yeah.
feel like it would be that one because I wouldn't want like a whole lot of kids just all yelling at once. But I don't
Yeah.
know, it's pretty under control.
I think that there's definitely a time for it,
Oh yeah,
and it seemed like the kids like knew when to do that. I
yeah.
didn't like catch her like giving a signal that she was
Mhm.
looking for it or anything. You could, if I were to be that teacher, I know Andy does like this when she wants like
Everyone to
speak up.
pitch in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I like that idea, but I definitely agree with you that I don't want just a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that would be like a good like classroom management then too.
Yeah.
Because if you have that under control and like they know like to answer with the answer only and you know it's an answer that everyone knows and it's like a one word response, you know?
Right. And it's like a concrete, like
Yeah.
it's not what you think. It's
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
Okay. Um, she gave like private think time with the students, and I liked how she like while they were thinking, she like gave out like suggestions and like what to think about, kind of like to push them in the right direction. Um, I don't know. That would go under management.
Yeah, I feel like it's management and engagement in a way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because she, as you said, were giving like kind of hints on what she wanted them to be thinking about.
Yeah.
So she kept them engaged, like thinking about different things. But management in that they are working alone and that they are expected to be alone, like thinking by themselves.
Yeah, it looked like a routine that she had too, that you could tell like the students weren't confused about what they should be doing.
Yeah, definitely established in that
Yeah.
classroom.
Um, she asked the students like why it's important, not just like she didn't just leave it at that, like it's important. She actually asked why and had like the students elaborate. That's kind of like a what would it be? Like a formative?
Informal, formative, yeah, because it's not like super like. I always think in my mind like formal is like concrete, like yes or no answer, not like yes or no answers, but like written down or like something they
Yeah,
actually like, do. And
that makes sense.
informal is what it sounds like. It's like very casual and
That
like
makes
not
sense.
graded. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Right away, she didn't have the students working together like they thought on their own first. And then, oh, the talking chips. Did you understand that?
I didn't because
I
it was
didn't really, I didn't understand it either because it was like kind of freezing and I couldn't really see what the kids were doing. But what I feel like I would do if I had like talking chips is every time, I don't know how it would go. If every time you talk, you take a chip out and like at the end you have all these chips and you're like, look at how many times I talked in this conversation or like put my input in. I
yeah.
don't know if that's how they meant it or
I was thinking kind of the other way, like they started with
oh yeah.
it, and every time they talked, they put one back,
And they have to
make sure like everybody was participating.
oh, I didn't even think of it
Really,
that way.
really either way, both of them
Yeah.
work.
That would be super smart because then you're like, oh, you have 3 chips. You need to put in 3 of your ideas or
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah.
And at the end, no one should have chips left. Oh, no, that
Yeah,
makes
and
sense.
that's good engagement and classroom management because that's making sure every student
Yeah,
participates, but
yeah.
also making sure like that, like people aren't maybe talking over themselves, like, hey, I'm putting my chip in right now, not your turn, it's my turn.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think either way really would work.
Yeah. But then I can see like with the way that I said that you would have some students with like no chips and you want them to talk.
Yeah,
And you might have a student with 8 chips and the other ones with 2.
right.
So yeah, I scratched my way. I don't like it anymore.
But with your way, like they could like have a goal
Oh
amount
yeah,
and
get
like
more tips.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
the student struggles to put their like ideas out there, you could have like just like you and their like knowledge like have a goal for them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. She used a lot of like the 1, 2, 3 eyes on me and the clapping. Um, let's see. Yeah, she did like clap 3 times, clap 2 times, and I think she said clap half a time.
Yeah,
Um,
and then she
those
kind
are always good, nice.
yeah,
Huh?
he kind of giggled after she said clap half a time. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I have used 1, 2, 3 eyes on me in my work this summer at the YMCA, the school age program,
Yeah.
and you know it's effective and it's not at the same time. I find
Yeah.
myself like
I feel that.
repeating it multiple
Yep.
times, but it's a different situation as well. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
Um,
And I also saw a meme the other day on like experienced teachers like kind of glaring at newer teachers saying like 1, 2, 3 eyes on me or
oh yeah.
yeah, it was kind of it cracked me up. Yeah. Anyways,
What is our time at?
I don't know. Like
Do you
I
know?
I can't even see it.
Ooh, that's
I
tough.
think maybe like 5 minutes or so.
We only did 5 minutes.
I think so. Some kind of assessments that I noticed. She did the thumbs up if you get it, or whatever. I don't remember exactly what she said, but she said, "Give me a thumbs up,"
Oh yeah.
which for a formative assessment.
Mhm.
Which I think that's super quick, super easy. Just make sure like that students don't fall behind in each step along the way. Um,
Yeah, I had like the show of hands to assess if
yeah,
students understood. Mhm.
yeah. And then the group callbacks, I have that under formative assessments, but I don't really. I'm foggy on that one. Uh, and I didn't really put anything under summative or formal.
No, no, we didn't really get to a part like that.
Uh-uh.
I also had when she was walking around the classroom and she was like assessing what the students are doing
Yeah.
and like ask them questions about why they did that. Um, and she was like giving them positive feedback to
And
each group.
asking leading questions too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, she also used a timer.
Yeah.
I caught that,
And she had
which
the
timers
problem.
are helpful.
Yeah.
What's that?
And she had the problem up on the smart board.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to talk about technology. Yeah, she had it on the smart board. Um, and then they had it in front of them, obviously, and she read through it with them.
Hmm. Other than that, I didn't really catch much technology.
Mm. No, I don't think they used any.
Yeah. I like that she had that printout for them though. I think it's better for those kind of visual learners.
What printout?
She had like a sheet. for them to put in front of them to go through the problem, and they underline like important words.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's really
how
good.
she had what was that?
I think it's good for like differentiating instruction. I always trip up on that word. I don't think I ever will not. Um, it's good to like have them start analyzing that print, and kind of makes it cross curricular.
Yeah, I really liked how she had them underline everything.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say? She said something that you will be able to use to solve the problem, because she was like, there's a lot of unnecessary words here. It's a lot of words. We need to like shorten it down to what we actually need. And that's, I think, when they did the thinking time by themselves.
And along with that, I really like that she added that like what is important to you, so students don't feel like if they're underlining other words, like it's not going to be wrong. They're
Yeah.
still putting it down. They're still doing what they're asked, but it's what's important to them.
Yeah.
I added that in there. I wish I kept a timer.
I know.
There's no timer on it. Anyways,
do you have anything else that we haven't talked about? I don't think I have.
I think in the beginning, when they were kind of breaking down like the steps to solving a problem, like they analyzed, they like step. She like was like analyze, we break it down, and she used like hand motions. I thought that, which was beneficial. I think that's about it. That's all I have. My expectations when they were working as a group.
Oh yeah.
Respectful. That you're leading.
Yeah.
Leading it. It's kind of an inquiry based.
Oh. Yeah, they definitely seemed like they knew what they were doing. Like they had that established routine and stuff, like we talked about.
Yeah. I think
what?
I think we're good. I've gone over all my notes.
I have to. Dotson, we don't know what our time is, but it was a really good conversation.
It was a really good conversation.
What does Yvonne say about, it's not like the length of it's like the quality of our work.
It's quality over quantity.
That's what it is. It's probably at like 15 minutes.
It probably is. I just have no idea. Okay. I'm gonna stop.
Make sure you save this video.
How do you? I'm just okay. I'm gonna press stop.